Yogi here, and I'm just out bumming around doing a little road tripping, and I'm in the town of Lisbon, Wisconsin. I might have mentioned the particular place that I'm going to before in a previous episode. You know, we need to kind of put things into perspective, so that's what I'm doing, and that's where I'm kind of going, and I'm going to bring you along, so follow me. And there it is. So, what brings me here to the Lisbon Town Hall in the hamlet of Lisbon, Wisconsin? Well, this brings me here. This is the Town of Lisbon 9/11 Memorial, and I came across it driving one day. I saw signs for it, and I thought to myself, well, let's go check this thing out. So I checked it out. I actually filmed it with my old camera, and my old camera really didn't look good color wise. I suppose I could have color corrected it and stuff, but now that I have the GoPro, I thought I'd come out here and just kind of reflect, because, you know, a lot of people, you know, I have a 20-year-old and a 15-year-old, and my 20-year-old was only 14 months old when this happened. And my youngest, you know, wasn't born until 2005, so, you know, they don't know about this, you know. Every 9/11 I kind of watch I'll watch some of the documentaries and stuff, and you know, it was weird living in that time, because that was kind of our I hate to say it, but World War II, because we never experienced like a war in our time. I mean, there was a Vietnam War when I was young. I mean, like 1, 2, 3 years old, but we never experienced something this magnitude on that happened on 9/11 2001. You know, let's just take a look around. I mean, they got the World Trade Center here. Those were the towers that came down after being attacked by planes, and this is an actual piece of the World Trade Center. Don't know from which tower. I mean, I think that's interesting. Gosh, it almost, you know, stuff was, almost looks like fingerprints. Could you imagine that if you were trapped and it was burning and you were trying to get out? And, you know, when I came here the first time around, yeah, I was kind of overcome a little bit, because it's such a beautiful memorial. You know, there's the one in Kewaskum that they're working on, and I can't wait to see that one when it's finished. They're still working on it. I will film that one when it's done, but I'm one of those people that kind of just don't want to forget, you know. You can't forget these things that happened. It says, in memory of those we lost 9/11 2001. We will never forget September 11th, 2001. I find it amazing that we came together as a country after we were attacked on 9/11, but yet, you know, here we are now, 19 years later. Seems like each of the flagpoles are donated And there's 3 flagpoles here. Oh, I never noticed the never forget on the back of them. This plaque says, on September 11th, 2001, 19 terrorists boarded and hijacked 4 commercial airliners. 2 Boeing 767 jets targeted the World Trade Center in New York. The first 767 hit the North WTC Tower at 8:45 a.m. The second jet crashed into the South Tower at 9:03 a.m. Less than an hour later, at 9:59, the South Tower collapsed, and several minutes later, the North Tower collapsed. Approximately 3,000 people were killed, including 343 firefighters and 60 police officers assisting at the scene. Nearly 10,000 people were injured. Subsequently, the United States began the global war on terror with military action primarily in Afghanistan and Iraq. As of June of 2011, 4,465 U.S. military personnel have died in Iraq, and 2,552 U.S. military have died in Afghanistan fighting against terrorism. This memorial is dedicated to all who perished, and then it says, "We will never forget." This plaque says American Airlines Flight 77, a Boeing 757, slammed into the west side of the Pentagon at 9:45 a.m., killing 125 Pentagon military and civilian workers. All 59 people on board the plane were killed. As a tribute to those lives lost, each year on September 11th, an American flag will hang from the portion of the Pentagon that was damaged in the attack. And at night, that portion of the building will be lit with blue lights. The lights of this memorial will remain aglow throughout the night, every September 11th, in memory of the lives lost. And this one here says, "Let's roll." Flight 93 passenger Todd Beamer. United Flight 93 was delayed from takeoff, and many passengers heard the news of the New York attack via cellular phones when their plane was hijacked. Passenger Thomas Burnett told his wife over the phone, "I know we are going to die, but 3 of us are going to do something. I love you, honey." Passenger Todd Beamer was heard over an open phone line saying, "Are you guys ready? Let's roll." The passengers attacked the hijackers, forcing them to crash the plane in a remote Pennsylvania farm field at 10:10 a.m. All 45 people on board were killed, but no one on the ground was injured. The actual target of the hijackers is unknown, but most assuredly, the passengers saved many lives. This memorial is dedicated to the memory of these heroes. I thought I'd take a walk behind the monument, and I'm kind of glad I did, because this is here. It's a depiction of the 3 men raising the flag in remembrance of the 343 fallen firemen and women who gave their lives to serve others. And then there's this plaque in the back as well. Behind the memorial, "We will never forget." And it says total loss on 9/11, 2,977 civilian casualties, 55 military, and 60 New York and Port Authority police. Again, it's amazing what 19 years will do to a country, you know. In 2001, we came together as a country because it was uncertain times, and you know, we were told it was kind of a kumbaya moment. All the senators were on the steps of the Capitol. And a lot of those same people now are part of the problem. with our country being as divided as it is right now. Somebody took the beak off. Naughty, naughty. It's so peaceful here at this park. They've got bases on the field. Maybe they're playing some baseball. It kind of brings a tear to your eye because, you know, our first responders now are under attack. You know, why? It's amazing how far we have sunk since 9/11, folks. 19 years, think about that. I eventually would love to get to the 9/11 memorial in New York. Kind of a somber trip today so far, but it's part of history we can't forget, you know. Like I said, it's amazing how in 19 years we've gone from a country that came together over this to a country that couldn't be more divided, you know. This is the Lisbon, Wisconsin town. It's at the town hall in Lisbon. And that's the 9/11 memorial. Never forget, folks. I'm not going to. And one more shot of the memorial. So I'm driving through Sussex and I just happened to look down a road and you know how I loves me some abandonment. So yeah, we got some abandonment. Let's see, I don't want to get poison ivy or anything, but I just want to kind of look in here. See what's in there. A stairway. And a whole lot of nothing. Whole lot of boards. That's a pretty big property. Kind of surprised. I mean, there's a house on the other side of the street that I'll show you in a minute. That's boarded up. I mean, it's obviously not going to go into it or anything. But man, this is huge. That looks like it was destroyed by fire. Smells like it was destroyed by fire. I caught it out the corner of my eye, driving by. Just happened to look down this road and I saw the boarded up house and I was like, whoa, hold on now. God, it gets me some of that. I wonder when this burned down. It's kind of like they just kind of, oh, it burned down. Just leave it. Okay. Never bothered to clean it up. Anywho, I love this stuff, you know. I love driving by abandoned stuff. It's not that creepy or anything, but, you know, I love this stuff. So I film it, and I hope people who are watching my channel and my videos enjoy it too. Why did the yogi cross the road? Because there's an abandoned house on the other side. Again, I don't see any no trespassing signs, no private property signs. Doesn't mean I'm gonna go in. Just gonna film it from the outside. Yeah, this one's boarded up pretty good. I like the tree in the front yard. That's pretty creepy looking. Now see, these would make awesome haunted attractions, people. Find out who lives here. rent the sucker out, and make an abandoned haunted attraction of it. Ooh, they got a basketball hoop. What's in there? Lots of garbage. Here's a relic, a pump. It's a water pump. There you go. Man, look at all the garbage in here. Holy shnikes. That is crazy. Talk about hoarding. The whole the whole one side of the garage is pretty much, you know, you got to fit the car in the garage. The other side is just stuff piled. Yeah, it's crazy. They just kind of it's funny. So this side was empty for a car. That side, you open that thing up, you better run. If you could get places like the town of Lisbon. Now see, this isn't, to me, it's far enough away from everybody else that I don't think it would be a problem to have a haunted attraction here, but then again, I don't know. Well, you know, holy moly. Were they watching cable with that, or were they contacting aliens? Jesus. That is a huge satellite dish. Yeah. Just me. Just me. Thoughts going through my head. I'm thinking, what a great haunted attraction. Get that sucker ready to go for October. Got plenty of parking. These fields over here. It's not near anybody. The nearest group of people are down that way about a quarter mile. Well, I'm 2 for 2. I am out here again. I think I'm still in Lisbon. Did some more driving around and came across this. Abandoned property. Again, no, I don't see any, no trespassing signs, so I'm just gonna look in. This neat little bar. Whoa, there's like it's a light switch, a huge TV, a huge old TV, and then there's like a ladder going down to something. Tornado shelter, maybe? I don't know. But anyhow, yeah, this is another building that's got a toolbox over there. Some tools in it, or bungee cords, something. There's some stuff in there, and it has speakers on the top. Huh. I'm not here to destroy anything. This is my thing. Again, another fire. Another house that burned to the ground. And I mean to the ground. The only thing that's left is the basement. The foundation, that's it. Look at the trees. The trees are all charred. Look at that. The ground's all scorched. The tree. all those trees, and you could smell it. It's almost as if this happened kind of recently. I don't know. But again, another fire. And that's two structures that I come across today. Boy, I wish I could find a picture of how this looked beforehand. Look at that. Man, nothing left. This almost smells like it happened recently, because it's real pungent. The smell of smoke. Another tree that's charred. However, I don't know if this was in the house or not, but this is all right. This is kind of cool. Nice old antique stove. Very neat. All right, on to the next one.